Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with a new review and recap of the Challenge 41. This is episode 5. And we are coming back from the Johnny elimination, the I guess unexpected Johnny elimination. And so when we come back, we see them discussing how like now the vets are vulnerable because Johnny's not there to like strategize and everything. But I don't think that.
I mean, but I think they had a point in the fact that now that Johnny is gone, who do we target? Because a lot of them was just kind of following Johnny's rule. Yeah, like Michaela said, now that he's
That's
gone,
more so. I think that's more so the who's that? Who's that? The rookies that have to decide who to target. The
hmm
vets have plenty of people to target. They don't need to be, I don't think the vets need to be told who to target. The
No,
it's not
rookies are the
necessarily
ones that don't have a clear direction now.
it's not the target,
and
but it's like who's to follow. That was the thing. It was like who to follow now that Johnny is gone.
is and it's funny because Johnny be on the podcast, and when he was talking with Zach, and he was like, he's always the main target every season. So it's like when he does go home early, it does kind of shock people to where it's like, who's the number one target in the house now? Like
Yeah, so now they
who
have to think
and,
about,
and it's
yeah.
like, okay, well, I was working with Johnny, I was learning from him, like, who do I go to now? It's who's that person? Because I mean, when we saw it on World of Worlds one, that defaulto kind of guy when Johnny was gone was Leroy. But
Hmm.
it's like Leroy's not. I don't know if he's that dude anymore. So I don't know.
He's
It's
always just on vacation.
Is Leroy is on this season, right?
He is. See,
Okay, I just have
that's
Leroy,
sad. The fact that you
Leroy
had
is
to
on.
ask, we 5 episodes in, you had to ask that.
because I couldn't remember. I was watching this episode and I was like, people are missing. I was like,
The way that they're doing the edits, and I don't like this, like the way that they're doing the edits, you probably will go 1 or 2 episodes without even paying attention.
and forget
And
people.
for
Yeah.
some, yeah, like you forget some of these people are even on this show. Like the
Yeah, they
edits are
don't show it.
the
They
edits
don't
are
show
bad
everybody.
this season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but I
really
don't
bad.
blame. It is the editing's fault, but I also think it's the contestants' fault as well. Like, because a
I
lot of
feel
them aren't like in the thick of like the politics. Like Jeremy and his like crew, Michaela, all the vets essentially, they're all in the thick of it. So if they're in the thick of it, they're going to be the ones kind of
Yeah,
narrating the season, kind of giving their
I
thoughts and opinions. And the fact that Janae came in, but I think they had to because she just came in. But even she had more screen time than like let's say America or even Will, like
yeah.
people who've been there from day one.
I think the problem is I don't think it's like, well, it's the contestants. Yes, I 100% agree with you. I also think it's the format and the rules of the show. I
Mm.
When we had like whole teams, like when we had the Gauntlet or the Ruins, like we had whole teams, everybody was essentially important at some point
Yeah.
during the episode because votes may have come down to them or their performance in the challenge matter. It's like now, as long if you don't come in last and you don't come in first, there's no real true edit of you even doing the challenge.
Mm.
So it's kind of like, eh.
Maybe they edited it that way to further like introduce us to the rookies because they're the future of the show. So
But
like
it's not even
to
like they're doing
maybe
it to
have us
all
see
the
them
But
more.
rookies.
if they, honestly, and this is the only gripe I have with that season. If we're gonna introduce new rookies, we was better off just doing Fresh Me Three. I'm sorry.
Mm.
You could have kept the same concept of pulling those people from other shows. Just call it Fresh Meat 3. Get rid of 5 teams because it's too
But you
many
got to
niggas
think
in
about
there.
it also. The people that's watching the challenge now aren't the people like us who well there's a bucket of old fans that have been here since Fresh Meat. But I don't think Fresh Meat will bring in like if they
I
said,
think
oh,
it
this is
would.
It
Fresh Meat
would.
3, I
It
don't think
would, but
so.
it would
Because
incentivize.
you
It would
but look
incentivize
how
new
All Stars
fans.
started. All Stars started that way and then it quickly dropped because they didn't have a lot of people to pull into that. So it's the same thing with this. It's like if they do a Fresh Meat with all new cast, what's the draw? Like these
But
aren't
you
What do you
because
repeat
mean? These
shows.
are shows that people want to see.
it's
These are people that people already
incentivizing you
know.
to go back and look at the other seasons because when we had Fresh Meat One, you look at how we got the Kennys, the Evans, and you look well, even though they're not on the show no more, but you look at how we had the Ryans and all of those people who have been on All Stars, been flagship of the show, and then you look at how Fresh Meat Two was formatted. It was a little bit different, but not really at the same time, and it was even better. And they had a whole narrative driven across two teams that
I just
ran the entire
don't.
show,
I
and
don't
neither
think
one of them
they.
won. It was
I just don't
great.
think fresh meat will work in this day and age because the closest we come to a less known cast was 39 Battle for a New Champion. We all saw how that ended. So that was
I think
the
it'll work fine. People that's watching the challenge are already people that are fans because they are on no
like I
streaming
said,
platforms. They're on nothing. So the people that are watching it are people that's having to search for it anyway.
Yeah,
So
you gotta find it.
so
no, I'm
they're
not
gonna
saying that
watch it.
I'm not saying that there's not a draw for it, but I'm just saying I don't think an all rookie season or a fresh meat season will work because there's no real.
If you have the veterans that actually are draws, like if you load up the fresh meat veterans, like how we've all completely dreamt about the dual three. We've all dreamt about what if we got every single strong cast member on one season and we did it like the dual three. If you
We don't
load
have
them
star
fuckers
cast
up,
members no more. Everybody's gave up. Like Cara, the last couple of seasons have not been the Cara we know. Leroy don't care anymore. Like Johnny just
well, I
there.
mean,
Johnny's just there. Like Adisa just there. Like you don't have like the
I
competitors. They're all moving outside of the challenge. Jordan, he's moving outside of the challenge.
I
yeah,
know
but
Isaac, he's doing his
Johnny
own
is not
thing.
just
Johnny
there.
ain't going
Jordan is
nowhere.
not just
Jordan ain't
there.
going nowhere. But also, what would
No, I never
help
said Jordan is
is
there. I'm just saying Jordan is not doing the challenge primarily. He's moving into racing, acting, and all that. Like he's not gonna come like Tori. She's in and out now. Like you don't have
true.
those like the ones that compete. You
But I
have
know
those
what would
anymore.
help. What would help is they created, if they just brought back real world or just brought back road rules, it would help because then we get to see the new potential new cast members. We get to know them a little bit. If you've never watched Love Island or if you never watched Survivor or Big Brother or any of these other shows, you don't really care about these people. And then the way that the edits are set up on the show, like how we talking about we ain't really seen America like that. If I've never seen America's show and she barely getting screen time, why would I care?
That was my next point. The next point is you have all these shows coming into this one show, and it's not, we don't know, half of us or some of us don't watch these other shows. So we don't know who Jeremy is. Like we don't know who Ben is. We don't know who Gabe is because people don't watch boxing. So you got all these people who are TV personalities, but they're not challenge personalities. So now they're bringing in these other gameplays. They're thinking this is Survivor. They're thinking this is Big Brother, and it's ruining, not necessarily ruining, but some of them don't translate into the challenge. Because then we see stuff like this happening, like Leo just saying stuff out his ass because he think that's just what. Oh, we are rookies. We need to stand together. We can't do that. Like no, this like you're from Love Island. Like you don't know the challenge, and then like we've been saying, excuse me, like we've been saying, a lot of these people don't watch the show. So they come in and just do what they think they're supposed to.
Yeah, I agree.
I
I
think it's
do
just a
think
multitude of things. Again,
yeah, it's a lot
they
of things that could be like it's a lot of things that they could do in the short term to make it more interesting. I just feel like they just won't commit to it.
yeah, and also I think because we get it too frequently is also an issue. Like we're literally with the challenge most times, 10 times out of the year. But they say that this next year they might be taking a longer hiatus. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe that'll re-energize, once we take a break from it and then
If all they need to do is just you keep the old cast, bring the old formats back. Nobody asking motherfuckers to not do that. If you just bring back the old formats once or twice, every once in a while, I think it'll work fine. I
yeah.
don't know. I think that's just what it is. Like once we once we started getting away from the original formats that we had, I feel like that's when it kind of started to like, all right, every challenge feels exactly the same at this point.
Yeah,
It's just the different title, but it's the same thing.
yeah. But to close out this topic, I also think that if they're going to do rookies or whatever the case may be, it needs to be solely that. It either needs to be vets versus rookies in whatever capacity, but all this team switching and partner switching, it's hard to one get to know the players because every different team dynamic sets a different tone for what the episode is going to be. Like one team plays a certain way versus the next two people, they don't even know each other and they're playing on two different games. Now they're forced to work together, and it's like now I got to.
One moment, guys, for me. One moment.
So at the top of this episode, we are or we get to see that Kara has decided to leave or exit the game after receiving some news. They said it was her mother, but she said it was her auntie, so I'm kind of confused on who was in trouble, but for personal reasons, she had to leave the game. We see her and CT have a nice little conversation, and all that, and she said her goodbyes, and yeah, so she had to leave, and her partner was Leo, so he kind of didn't know what his fate would be in the house, so that kind of leave us.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew that they were gonna have alternatives, so I assumed that. I mean, it's very, very seldom that
Yeah,
they have kicked somebody off because their partner has left. That's happened not that often. So as a competitor, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna get an alternate. But like again, he's a rookie, so I don't think they would know that. But I was thinking that was what it would be.
yeah. I also do feel like I don't know, maybe because of all of this was in the back of her head. Kara, like I said, for like the last couple of seasons, I felt like Kara hasn't really been the Kara we knew in the past. She's been playing a very like low key game, very like in the background as of late. So hopefully, prayers goes out to her family and hopefully everything's all right moving forward.
Mhm. I
Uh
think I think Cara just wants to kind of go back to that shell that she was in prior to really breaking out as like the best competitor there. She
mhm.
was very in a shell in the beginning, and it just seems like she's kind of retreating back to that. So I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
it's good for her just to, for her own mental health and all that. The shit's stressful.
Yeah, I also do partly blame All Stars 4 for that because when her and Laura was partners, ooh, that was
That was a rough watch.
yeah.
I've
Uh
never seen a more toxic relationship. Like the only more toxic thing we've seen that's close to that is Ronnie and Sammy. That's about as toxic as it can possibly get outside of those two.
yeah. So we also see before we get into the challenge, some of Bananas his as it kind of still lingers on with D and Aviv doing a little burial with the tombstone. She gave him her bra. They lit a little incense, and they gave him a no feet sign because apparently he has a thing for toes. So
I know they pointed that out last season or whatever season that was. That last season they kept talking about feet.
yeah,
That was funny, actually. It's the this show always feels weird. Like there's like a personality hole once Johnny leaves. So when we get moments like that, I actually kind of enjoy it because it's like at least motherfuckers is trying to have a good time, and at least it tries to lighten the mood for us a little bit.
yeah. So we get to the daily challenge, and before we start, TJ lets everybody know that Leo will be getting a new partner, and out comes Janae. She said that TJ called her, what she did in production did, but potato potato. She got a call from TJ. She packed up her stuff and she flew out to wherever they're at right now, and now she is Leo's partner. I'm always excited to see Janae. Hopefully, her curse is over and we get to see that all-star Janae that we saw in All Stars 2 and 3. At least that's what I'm looking for. I feel like after that stint, she kind of had been going downward again, but
Hmm.
she got respect on her name now versus how it was when she originally played.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy to see her. I think this format of this game is still a good she can show while she's a two-time All-Star champ. So I don't think um because like some formats where it's just like you're like, oh, this maybe they should be on All Stars or maybe they should be on the main season. I think the way it's a mixed bag, like what's her name? Janae is really good. But I feel like every time we have seen her on like the main season, um, we're always like, it doesn't seem like is what am I it doesn't seem like it's like all-star Johnny. And I think in this
Hmm.
in this in this environment, I feel like it gives the same feel of all-stars kind of a little bit to me. So maybe it'll be a good performance. I think she's good each time socially. So sometimes
Well, I think
it's
sometimes
all
she
it's
shoots herself in the foot, but
you don't think so? You think socially she does?
yeah, especially last season because she even felt that she was on the wrong error and she started to play against her error, which ended up shooting her in the foot.
Well, yeah, okay,
I
yeah.
feel
So
like
this
when
format,
she's unable with this format, I feel like she's able to play her own game because she's not necessarily tied to a team, which might work out for her. But at the same time,
yeah.
I think depending on where her connections fall, would navigate or dictate how she plays.
Yeah, I think when she feel like super comfortable, then she plays really well. Last season, like she said, that the last season she was in, like she said, she was in the era she didn't feel like she should be in, wasn't with her like her people, so it wasn't as great. But like when she's in All Stars and all the like vets that she knows and
Yeah,
she
the
can
people she
politic with
connects
them,
with.
I think
Yeah,
it works.
definitely works for her on that one.
Hmm.
So this challenge is called Dirt Brawler. Once again, Gigi, your favorite thing. We see Marlon Wayans talk to the cast, and they get to watch the trailer for the new
Are you
film.
talking about the promo?
The promo.
That promo was crazy. I mean, not crazy because I'm probably going to see the movie, but it's just like I don't know.
The first of all, the movie looks absolutely great. I can't wait to watch.
Yeah, that's I'm like I'm
I
going
just
to see
think
the
if
movie.
they gonna do this whole like the the main characters or whatever is talking to the cast, they watching. I'm gonna need a little monitor, wheel out a TV or something. Let us know that they're actually watching this and just not doing like, all right, you guys, clap right here because this would just
They
happen.
are not watching it. I don't believe it.
But it inspired by the film Him. Teams must dig up three posts, transport them across 500 meters or so field, replant them in the ground to assemble a goalpost. Afterwards, one team must kick a football and score a field goal. The first team to
Mm,
finish wins, and the last place team is automatically sent to the arena. This game was really a game of stamina and endurance. A lot
mhm.
of teams did it one by one. We saw a couple of teams dig up all of their posts first and then transport them. And then some teams seemed like they didn't do anything for the full 2 hours. So, but I do think once again, Michaela is just dominating and really showing that, her and CT, I think, are really like work harder or work smarter, not harder, because we not doing.
Yeah,
And Turbo
yeah,
also showed a good display of challengery, I guess.
challenge. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was a straightforward challenge. Um, it was not easy challenge, no, but like it was easy for me as a viewer to watch, not for them to do.
Mhm.
Um, but I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. CT and who's this person? Sydney came out at the it seemed like at the top they were like more in the lead, but then they got overtaken a little bit. I think once it came to the transporting of the logs.
Mhm.
But overall, I mean, majority of people did good. We had a couple people at the end that had some trouble.
And speaking of a couple of people that had trouble, one of the main people was Olivia and Ben.
Yes.
Were able to get, well, they eventually was able to get their post, but Ben could not kick that ball into the field goal. They attempted it like 16 times. In my head, after the first two or three times, I would have been like, all right, it's my turn. Like, clearly
Yeah.
doing something wrong. I would not wait 16 attempts, especially if I see
If you
that
ain't
getting
get it
down
after
to
the
the
third
wire.
one, no, wrap it up.
Yeah.
Three tries, three strikes, you're out. We're not gonna do it. Be here all day.
Yeah. So also I know the conception of Olivia and Theo Baby seems to be around the challenge house, but I wonder if that's going to play into their game eventually. So I wonder if she found out this season and was ended up getting DQ, well not DQ, but like she had to leave, or if she really did just find out as she got pregnant or that she was pregnant after the house. So I wonder
Mm,
how that's going to play into the season. Because right
mm,
now, Olivia is a big threat. She's well protected. Although it seems like her and Theo are playing two separate games, even though they're playing together, but they're clearly on different pages of how to go about this game.
mm.
I,
Yeah,
Once
I
again,
agree. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say once again, the last two players are Derek and D, and Derek and Sid is he? Yes,
No,
Derek is it.
Derek. Yes, Derek is. Yes.
So the Derek's are last place again, and it was all down to the field goal, which Derek K got and no, yeah, Derek
Yeah.
K got and Derek C did it, and Derek C ended up being him and D end up being the last place team. They are going straight into the arena, and Michaela and Will won the game or won the challenge with Michaela having two back-to-back wins. And like she said in her confessionals, this is cute, this is great. You know, let everybody know I'm a competitor, but let me cool down because I don't need to be a threat to anybody.
Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, I like Michaela. I really do. And this season is just like Johnny. I think this season is a good season for her. Like I said, she is kind of an island specifically with the vets, but because of the format of changing partners and the partner being a rookie is good for her because the rookies don't know her, she don't know them, and so yeah, it works out. Yeah, this is perfect for her.
Yeah. So we get to the club. We see Derek basically say he wants to make a big move, and he wants either Will or Jeremy to be his opponents. And he lets Ashley know that, hey, baby girl, you know, I'm not trying to come after you, but I'm coming after your partner. And, you know, no matter what, we're going to protect you. And Ashley was like, yeah, boy. Ashley was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that then I don't understand what he wanted her reaction to be because I don't want to be a hangnail. What are we talking about? I
Not
will
only
not
do I
sit.
not want to be a hangnail, I like the partner that I had right now. Like, why are you coming into my
Did she
space?
like his
And
partner?
I mean,
I don't think she
I
liked any
think
of her
Jeremy is
partners.
as
but I think it's better to just not have, because you know how it is. Once they throw your
Yeah, I
name
get
out
it.
there
Like, you
more,
don't want to be the hangnail because there's too many factors that go into it.
it's
You
too
don't
much
even have
stuff
the
going
numbers
on
to
out
begin
there.
with. But at the same time, if we're all telling you all the vets that we got you, we're not gonna let anything happen, then I don't know why you just don't trust it. Now, if it was like an
who
Ashley.
who should trust it? Ashley should trust it?
Yeah.
She should be the
No,
last person to trust
no.
anything.
First of all, when it's a regular game with all OG people, Ashley shouldn't trust them. You think no,
No, no, no.
no.
Hold on, Gigi. Hold on. In fact, let me double on your point. She couldn't even trust them when they was doing the shit for charity.
Yeah, you think I trust them? I don't know what you mean.
They threw her in multiple times for charity. You think she
Yeah,
gonna trust them when she's actually trying to win the money?
yeah,
All I'm
no.
saying is, I think in this particular situation where there's a clear divide, us versus them, I can have a little bit more trust with you until there's a reason not to give me any trust. Like I said, if this was Anissa telling her that, then yeah, I'm like, oh girl, no. Like from you, no. But Derek, I don't think ever did anything to allude that he would. I mean, this season didn't start well for him, but I don't
Well,
think
this season did,
Yeah.
but I don't think. No, I agree with her not trusting that. No, I do not agree to be the hangnail. If you're gonna do it, you're doing against what I say. So we gonna go forward if we against each other because you going against me. That's the way I'm gonna take it. That's the way she should take it. I don't. Him coming to her meant absolutely nothing. Like I don't know. You might as well just do it. Don't even tell me. It doesn't matter. Like I don't know. So
But
and
he said
also
he was
I
doing
meant
it
to.
regardless.
Huh?
He did tell her he's doing it regardless.
I mean, he
Yeah.
did,
So
and
that's what I'm saying.
you can respect it. I still don't trust it, but I can respect you, coming to me, you
Yeah.
coming to me telling me that that's what you want to do. I can respect it, but
But even later on, they all told her, "Look, we got you." Leroy said it, and
but
he
see, here's the
No.
thing, y'all have said. But here's the thing, though, they've told this girl multiple times, like, "Oh, I got you, I trust you." Every
Yeah.
game is
But don't
not
we always
this.
say, or don't they always say, you can't let the past game dictate the game that you're playing
But
Yeah,
it
now?
does.
but
That's a
it does
lie.
every time. Because if the past didn't dictate the game, Johnny would still be there. If
Yeah.
the
But that's
past doesn't
different.
dictate, but what
That's
I'm
him as a
saying,
person. Him as a person dictate why
no,
people
but it
treat
does,
him that
but
way.
it didn't.
It's the past.
It's the past. You use
Yeah.
his past actions, his past game moves. It's the same way Johnny felt the way about Olivia and everybody. Like people wouldn't be mad at Olivia if the past didn't matter. People was mad. So it's like
Well, all
it,
those people gone
the
inside.
past will always. First of all, they still mad at Ashley for winning $1 million and not giving a dime to what's his name, even though she was in the right to keep the money.
She was really, I still don't understand that. Do you think I was about to let that man who just called me everything but my
That's what I'm
name, the
saying.
money?
Like
That was
people
crazy.
was like, "Oh no, you shouldn't even have. You should have let him have the money. That's unfair."
No.
No,
And he
he
shouldn't
don't
have
get to call
expected
me. He
it.
don't get to call me all those names and threaten me and disrespect my family and think that
Yes.
I'm about to give him $500,000. Are you fucking crazy? No.
That was crazy. As soon as they said that, he should have walked
Yeah.
away.
And he held that grudge too. I want people to understand that. He held that grudge.
He
So
can
since
hold that because that's crazy. That's
Uh,
crazy. That's like yeah, that's crazy. That was ridiculous. But we get off
yeah.
topic. But
but
no, I think she
you,
should definitely I wouldn't have trusted that. Ashley, if we are real, is at the very bottom of the Vets Alliance. And if they eliminated all these rookies, Ashley would be on the chopping block. So where
also,
she only
I feel like if Ashley performed like she used to, I feel like she's reverting as well.
even if she performed like she used to, that's when they was trying to they was on her head. So you think if I'm
Mm-hmm.
performing good, they gonna be even want to
Yeah,
save
if
me
I'm
even more?
performing
No.
good, you need me more than you not don't need me.
No. If
If
you
you're not
performing good,
contributing, like if you're not contributing anything to the game or to our number, like outside of a body,
what
is
is
that
her let's say she lose everything. What is her losing hurt their game? Is I don't like so many
because we
people on the
need your
vet.
numbers?
We have been hanging on the people in the vets that have lost time and time again, and that is not a factor. Her losing is not a factor, or if
Yeah,
she's
if she
losing.
was more like of a threat or more like not paranoid or starting like fights, then she would have a better standing. But I
Okay,
digress.
then that's why she should more so not trust. Thank you for giving another reason not to trust them. They plotting.
Yeah, they
No.
definitely plotting. They plotting, mother.
Because it's a man elimination as well, Michaela basically says she doesn't care who Jake wants to save, and he wants to save Leo because that's his best friend. Also, backtracking, but not really. I'm gonna need them to stop using blanket statements in this game. Like, I think Gabe was like, "Laker's a powerhouse." Where? Like, she just got on this season. Like, where are y'all getting y'all facts from? She hasn't like she won once, okay?
I guess they're
Like,
saying because within the challenge, this current challenge, she has been strong. She's came out towards the top people.
I think
And
she
are they
won but
still do
once.
quick question? Are they still doing the top eight get points? Because I feel like it's not been highlighted.
Yeah, it hasn't been
Is that
highlighted where the scores
I
are, but they
completely
still
forgot
won
about that
points.
concept.
yeah, that's I'm like I forgot that
I'm
they were
not
giving
even
the
gonna
top
lie to
eight
you.
points.
I completely forgot about that. Like I
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are they even giving them points? If they're giving them points, we don't know about it. They probably gonna show us the score halfway through, which means I ain't gonna know if it's real or not. But
Yeah, they're
but
gonna. Yeah, they're
if
gonna. Yeah, they're just gonna make some shit up towards the end.
No, they still give out points. They said it this episode. They just don't show like where the points are.
they
Like,
need to make it a note to make it more clear, like for TJ to say it, because the first episode when they explained and everything, he said the top eight you get two, three, whatever points, and now they
Yeah,
don't even he don't say anything about it.
yeah. I think it's on the white wall. Well, not the white wall, the wall where they put their names and stuff. But that is up. So we go into the house. Yermi. Well, Ashley has a little meltdown, and then basically Olivia says that if I was the hangnail, I wouldn't make a big fuss about it. And in the challenge house, you cannot say that because then it get misconstrued, and that is exactly what happened. So everybody started to say that Olivia wouldn't mind being a hangnail, and they took it as her volunteering to be the hangnail, and that ended up putting Ben in the hot seat because he is tied to Olivia.
I would be pissed if I was him.
Yeah, I would
Cause
do. I would
shut up.
do.
That is the number one rule of this show is that like people don't shut up sometimes, man.
Yeah,
You gotta be quiet.
yeah. But we end up going into the voting, and I don't. So Gabe basically wants to win favor with all the rookies to show that he can be trusted. Okay, cool. He decides to burn his vote and nominate himself. And I just don't understand that. I understand the burn vote. I understand not saying the name, but
But to say yourself is crazy.
That's yeah.
especially when you're
I didn't
third.
I did not
You're
understand that. I did
third.
not understand that logic, bro. I was like, bro, what do you at that point, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the fridge, I'm gonna go grab me something to drink real quick because I'm not gonna keep watching stupidity.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
I was the house, I would have just, I don't know. I guess they was
I
too
would have just, yeah, I would
Switch
have
it to
kept
game.
throwing.
Yeah, I would. They
So
didn't want to. They wanted to like a lot of them wanted to stay neutral and didn't want to pick a side. Gabe literally gave y'all the layup to just be like,
Okay,
oh,
yeah, he
yeah, as soon as he
threw.
said that, I was like, you just threw another hat in the race. Like
It
literally,
reminded me that it's funny. It's funny we think about that because it reminds me
that
of
Leroy
when
vote.
Leroy,
the,
bro.
the Leroy vote
And she
that
thought that shit
Janae
was
fucked, that
cute.
Teresa fucked around
And
and
she thought it was
started
cute. Like,
on Leroy, and then everybody else just said, "Oh, you want to give us a name? Cool, go ahead, Leroy, go on in."
yeah,
It literally reminded me of that, and I was like, "This might bite you in the end," but
And
yeah,
also, I feel like it needs to be a either agreement because as Lecca, I mean like no. Like like you know what I mean? Like that is not correct.
yeah.
So yeah.
Also, I would never burn vote being third, especially on myself. Again, I'm third in the lineup, and there's still like six people behind me. Oh no.
Yeah, definitely
What
not.
happened? But
Yeah, I
so
agree.
we see that it becomes a tie between Jeremy and Ben. So
Hmm.
TJ decides that everybody gets to vote again. However, they can only choose between Jeremy and Ben. And
because
once
you know he hates ties.
it's a tie again. And then this time the tie is solved with a coin toss. It
Which
is
made no sense. Why not just ask the winning cup, the winning
The
pair?
win, yeah, a coin toss seems stupid.
A toy,
Like,
yeah, a coin toss leaving it up to chance is stupid. Why not? Okay, you
why don't we just
won.
do a coin toss the first time then? Because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if we
I guess
still
he
make
thought
it,
that they was going to be stupid and do a tie again.
I mean, well, they did change their votes. It just was an even amount of burn votes, and so now those got split too.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah,
should
but I
ask
do
the
think either Derek and D, well mainly Derek should have chose who he wanted to go against, and then or Michaela and Jake be the deciding factor.
yeah. I don't think Derek should choose who he want against. No, that's not fair. I think having the winning couple, especially since it's a vet and a rookie, they
But
should
you know
get
they're
to.
trying new things this season, so that's why I said either or.
Yeah, but
But we get to, I guess if you want to call this an elimination, it's called Him Collider, which is another game inspired by the film Him. This time, this is a reinvention of hall brawl. While holding a football, contestants must run through a circular hallway, pass through their opponent, and deposit the ball in a container at the end. The first contestant to 2 out of 3 rounds. They also ended up winning a premiere ticket or ticket to the premiere of the film. And blowout is an understatement for this elimination. I knew Ben wasn't going to win, but this.
I didn't know he wasn't gonna win like going into it. I thought they
Yeah,
were, huh?
I was gonna say I agree with you. I thought it was gonna be
Yeah, I thought it
fair.
would be more even. They seemed like
Fair.
they
I didn't.
around the
I mean,
same
I thought it
age.
was going to be fair, but I knew I had higher probability on Derek still taking the win. But that's why I said I thought it would at least be like 1-1 than, a tiebreaker. But this was this
Yeah,
was
I thought it would have been a more
this
close.
was worse
Like
than Dane
they was
Rogan.
even. You said what?
This was
Yeah, it
worse than
was
the
worse
Dane
than
Rogan
Logan's.
elimination where Jay got knocked out.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
worse.
this was pretty quick. I just think it came down to kind of experience. I don't know if Derek has ever done a hall brawl, but he's seen many a hall brawl.
Yeah.
So
No, this was his
having
first one.
So this
yeah,
was
so having that experience, seeing it, and as opposed to a rookie who, let's say, again, we don't even know if these rookies have watched the show. Let's say you've never watched the show and you just coming in. I think experience could win even if you've never
Yeah,
played it
I agree.
before.
I
So I
agree.
think that's kind of what happened.
but
He
Derek did
know
a
to
hall
duck,
brawl with
dodge, do all that stuff.
Derek did a hall brawl with Rob in Battle of the Seasons.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So this was the second hall brawl. But yeah, I do agree that one, Derek is bigger than Ben. And like I
Mhm.
said before, Ben doesn't look like he does an ounce of weight training or anything. So
They
also
say he do martial arts or something,
well, he's a
something like that. Didn't they say
commentator.
that?
They say he trained in it, but he's a commentator, so I don't know if he actually actively practicing it.
Oh, I thought they. Okay, I thought he
Hmm.
did it.
But I guess he does like some training, but again, he doesn't really even have the physique to, I don't know,
No.
but yeah, he's gone
But
now.
Derek is, I mean, he did great. He won this one, obviously. But he also is very good. He did not get somebody like Will
Yeah.
down there like he wanted.
He was
Wait,
like,
wait. First of all, when he said he was shooting big, I was like, who is he picking? But then he said a rookie, and I was like, okay, good, because I thought for a minute he was gonna like pick CT for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. I was like, why would he do that? But like even still, if he would have picked Will, I don't.
yeah,
Yeah,
Will
he's
or
way bigger.
Jeremy would have crushed him. He would have went out on the stretcher probably.
Not on a stretcher.
On
But
a yeah, it was a
also, I'm gonna need if people want to propose or even talk about engagement on a show. Wait until you're closer to the end. Then like all the because then I feel like it doesn't. I feel like it cheapens like the moment when you actually do it because now she already
Like and
expected it.
propose.
Yeah, because he was like, I'm gonna use the money to get the ring to.
Well, I'm hoping he proposed before the show came out.
That's what I'm saying. Don't say it on the show
Yes.
and then
yeah.
Yeah.
do it
I see what you're saying. I
afterwards,
see what you're
or
saying.
it just cheapens the moment because
Yeah.
now she expected the ring because you already said it on TV
Yeah.
at the propose. So, and then if you're in the Nani and Casey situation, if it doesn't work out,
You couldn't wait to throw a shot at Nani. Well, you couldn't you just one
Oh,
episode.
speaking of, we skipped the part during deliberation where Theo said
oh
something
yeah,
about like people
there
here
was
that have
like,
never won and been playing for 10 plus years. And I mean, Theo ain't been playing for 10 plus seasons, but it's been a minute and you haven't won either.
but also I don't think he
Theo
was,
definitely been around for a
Yeah,
while.
so like I was like, what is I mean,
but I
I
don't think he's
understand.
also, but I don't think he was just talking to Nani though. I think
I don't
Nani,
think he was just talking to Nani, but somebody, again, somebody who has
there's
not won should not be
Anissa, there's
talking like
Ashley,
that.
Ashley
Yeah, because really but it's only so many people who've been in the house that are veterans that's been on the show for 10 plus years and ain't won nothing. It ain't that
Okay,
many of
but
them.
he's saying 10 plus, I think he said 10 plus seasons. Because
That's
he ain't
even
saying years
worse.
because
It's still a bunch. It's not that many at this point now.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
so
mean,
Because
I was
most
like, I
pretty much
can't believe he said that.
everybody outside of Nani and
Leroy,
Anissa.
Anissa
Leroy, Nani, and Anissa
Leroy,
are the only three I can think of
yeah,
off
there
top
aren't caps.
that are still there. Like everybody else either has won the main season or All Stars at this
McKay. Oh
point.
well, no, she ain't been there for 10 seasons. Who else?
Derek
That's
That's it.
won. Derek, I guess Derek C also is in that camp, but he was already eliminated. I mean, not eliminated. He was already nominated, so I don't think that counts.
That
But yeah,
don't count.
CT won. Derek K
CT.
won.
Yep.
Leroy, the only other person. Turbo won, but he's done under 10 seasons. Um,
I'm
Johnny
just
won. But
yeah,
yeah,
but
it
it don't
was
even
only
really.
to like a couple of people, but
Yeah, it doesn't really even matter. But for somebody who has not won to say that, and it's not like you start like you came there, you're like somebody like Turbo says that it's like, yeah, valid because you won coming out the gate. You won when you stepped foot on the challenge. So that's very impressive. But somebody who has been here for over 5 years, how many seasons has he done? Like,
he done
I don't
about
know,
five or
but
six.
he said what?
He's about 5 or 6 in.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you coming up on 10 seasons and you haven't won. So why would you even say anything? Because then when it's your 10th season, somebody gonna look at you and say, remember when you said 10 seasons
He
you
actually
should
would
have
have
won by
actually
now?
had he not destroyed his fucking eye, he probably would have been around longer enough to actually have reached 10 seasons. He just
Mm.
really got back because he did one season with a full eye patch. But I mean, at
But
that point,
also, I
he
don't think Theo cares. Like his performance, he's getting the dad bod. He's
no,
gassed.
he don't care. He don't care.
Yeah.
Yes, I just thought that was strange for him to say. Kind of like Nani said, who are you talking about? Because your name is right on the list almost with us. Like so yeah, I thought that was weird for him to say that. But yeah, so Ben is going home and Derek won. Olivia gonna be the hangnail next week. So we'll see how that plays out, even though I don't know how much her being a hangnail matters unless the vets really rally because all of those, a lot of the a lot of the rookies and people are part of the her like UK alliance, and then she has Anissa, she has Derek, so it's really
Plus, Olivia
very
isn't
not.
a slouch in eliminations either. So,
Yeah, but she's not gonna get to play. She's the hangnail. Oh, you mean
but I'm
elimination?
saying if
Yeah,
she is the one that
but
goes
she
to
isn't a. But
elimination,
it's
it's not
not
like they're
very
going to
likely she
automatically
will.
get her out either.
Yeah, it's not likely though that she will be in the elimination. Just judging by the people who are behind her and in her alliance, is not very likely. But we'll see. It's been bigger upsets, and it's kind of evenly split because some of those rookies are against her too. Like the whole Tarzan and Jane crew,
Yeah.
they are part of the vets when it comes to wanting to get Olivia out.
Yeah, but if they want to keep their little, well, their I was about to say their alliance is already starting to be peeped,
I'm
but
gonna say
need
people see
Olivia to
it.
kind of cover them a little bit to, you know,
People see it
like I
already.
was
It's too
saying
late.
last
None of these
episode,
alliances are
as long as
secret.
there's somebody to, hey, you always got somebody name you could throw in, and if they get rid of Olivia, they coming straight after y'all for. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
but
So
at
we'll
this
see.
point, like I said, my winner is Jeremy for the guys, I think, and Michaela for the gals.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sticking. I agree with you with Jeremy. At this point, I'm with you with that. I'm still picking Olivia and Jeremy as the 1-2 for me. But I do think Michaela will make the final.
I'm
I
picking
do think
Michaela
she
for my
will
winner.
make the final. I don't know if it's like first, second, or third, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
I do think that she will make the final. But I'm sticking with Jeremy and I'm sticking with Olivia. I feel like that
Okay.
that
Only
that villain
reason
edit that she got in the very beginning, it was very telling to me. So that's why I'm sticking with it.
The only reason I don't want to choose Olivia, I do think she's getting far, but like I said, I don't know where this pregnancy will fall into like the storyline, and then also, yeah, the way they're gunning for her, like either she's gonna have an uphill battle, but we'll see. But I know for sure.
I'm picking Michaela. Michaela is my girl winner that I'm thinking, but I don't have a guy because I always pick CT, but I'm just not sure because he's very much in the background this season, so I'm not really sure. So I'm just gonna stick to
Yeah,
Michaela.
he
I get an
chilling.
episode next week, so him and Turbo
He
going
You said
at it.
what?
he taking a vacation. This is a vacation for him. He is not here to win.
Him and Turbo get into it next episode, so
I can't wait for that. You cannot copy my walk. Turbo gonna pull out them fucking pillows that he be using for his professional pillow fighting league. Smack the shit out of CT. I can't wait to see that.
Oh Lord. So we'll see. But yeah, so that is our review and recap of this episode of the Challenge 41. Please like and subscribe. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the video and the episode, and we will see you on our next one. Peace.